Hi everyone. Today we will talk about present simple tense. Present simple tense. First of all, you need to look at two things before answering any question at present simple tense. The first thing is your subject. The second thing is the end of your verb. Okay, so let's try. Click on the correct option. Number one, Bob always drink or drinks tea in the morning. Okay. Here your subject is Bob, which is a name of a boy. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun he. So he always. You have to add to your verb s or es according to the end of your verb. And here you have Bob as a subject. So your verb ends with a consonant or ends in a consonant. Okay, so you have to add s to your verb. Bob always drinks tea in the morning. Okay. Number two, what do or does she like or likes? Here you have a question. You have the pronoun she. Okay, so with she, he, or it, you use does, so you will choose does. What does she like or likes? Of course, you will choose like because after do or does, the verb must be in infinitive without any additions or in its basic form. Okay, in other words, you have to keep your verb as it is. Number three, my sister don't or doesn't play tennis. Your subject here is my sister. Okay, if you cross it, you will add the pronoun she. So she doesn't, or my sister doesn't play tennis. Number four, they often visit or visits their grandparents at weekends. Your subject is they, okay? So you have to add nothing to your verb. You will keep your verb as it is, so you will choose visit. They often visit their grandparents at weekends. Number five, we sometimes go or goes to the ice rink. The subject here is we, okay? So you have to add nothing to your verb. You have to keep it in infinitive or as it is. So you will choose we sometimes go to the ice rink. Number six, where do or does your parents come or comes from? Okay, here you have the subject your parents, okay, which is plural. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun they. So where do they or where do your parents come or comes from? Of course, you will choose come because the verb after do or does must be an infinitive. Number seven, do or does you want or wants to go home? You have you, the pronoun you, okay? So you have to choose do. Do you want or wants to go home? Of course, after do or does, your verb must be an infinitive without any additions, so you will use want. Do you want to go home? Number eight, I don't or doesn't watch television after school. Okay, your subject here is I. Of course, with I, you, we, and they, you will use do or don't. Of course, in negative form. So here you will use don't. I don't watch television after school. Okay. Uh, Number two, you have to complete using present simple tense. Number one, who, Sally, and Spain. You have to use the verb visit, okay? And here you need an auxiliary verb or helping verb like do or does. And you have the subject Sally. If you cross it, you will add she, so you will use does. Who does Sally visit or visits? Of course, your verb must be an infinitive after do or does, so you will use visit. Who does Sally visit in Spain? Okay? The answer will be she, her aunt, and uncle. Your subject here is she. Okay, so you have to add to your verb s or es according to the end. So here you will add s only because it ends with or ends in a consonant. Number 2, Tom dots to school by bus. Okay, you have here the subject Tom, or the name of a boy, Tom. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun he. Okay, so you will use do or does to make a question, and present simple, of course, you will use does. Does Tom go or goes to school by bus? Of course, you will add nothing to your verb, you will keep it as it is in infinitive, so it will be go. Does Tom go to school by bus? The answer is no, he doesn't. He to school on foot. Here you are talking about a habit, so you have to use present simple tense, and your subject is he, so you have to add to your verb s or es according to the ending. Here your verb ends in o, so you have to add es. He goes to school on foot. Number 3, what does she does on TV? Okay, and you have to use the verb watch. And you have she, the pronoun she. So you will choose an auxiliary or helping verb after your question word. Okay, so you will choose does. What does she watch on TV? And we said watch because your verb after do or does must be an infinitive, or you add nothing to your verb. The answer is she, the news. Okay? Here your subject is she, so and the end of your verb is ch, so you have to add to your verb es. She watches the news, but she not watch soap operas. Okay, you need to put your verb in negative form, so you have to use do or does, and here you have the subject she, so you have to use does. She doesn't watch soap operas. Number 4, dots they dots swimming, and you have to use the verb like. Okay, and you have the pronoun they, so you have to use do they like swimming, because your verb after do or does must be an infinitive or as it is. The answer is yes, they do, but they dots running, not like. So here you need to add to put your verb in negative form, so it will be but they don't like running. Number 5, when dots you dots to a football match, and here you have you, so you will use do as an auxiliary verb. When do you go to a football match? We add nothing to our verb because it comes after do or does. Okay, the answer is I to a football match on Sundays. Okay, the subject here is I, so you have to add nothing to your verb, you have to keep it in infinitive, so it will be I go to a football match on Sundays. Here you have to choose. Number 1, and usually go or goes or jumps shopping on Friday. Okay, your subject is an, which is a name of a girl. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun she. Okay, so it will be she usually, and the verb with she or after she or he or it, you have to add to it an addition, which is s or es according to the end of the verb. So your verb here end in o, so you will add es. So Anne usually goes shopping on Friday. Number 2, Tom always play or does after school. So your subject here is Tom. If you cross it, you will add he, the pronoun he, okay, because it's a name of a boy. So he always, or Tom always, plays after school. You will add to your verb s because of he or because of Tom, okay, and your verb here end with or end in y, and before the y you have a vowel, so you have to add s to it. So it will be Tom always plays after school. Number 3, that girl sometimes don't do, doesn't, does, or doesn't do her homework, okay? Your subject here is this girl. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun she. She sometimes don't or doesn't. Of course, you will use doesn't with this girl or with she, okay? So doesn't, and after doesn't or don't, your verb must be an infinitive without any additions, okay? So it will be do. So doesn't do. That girl sometimes doesn't do her homework. Number 4, Lisa and Mike listen, goes or go to the same school. Lisa and Mike is your subject, okay, a name of a girl and the name of a boy. So if you cross it, you will put they, okay. So you will have to add nothing to your verb. So it will be go. Lisa and Mike go to the same school. Number 5, Mary is a singer. She can sing, sings, or draw beautiful songs. After can, okay, the verb must be an infinitive or in its basic form without any additions, so it will be sing beautiful songs. Number 6, Tom writes or reads one book a week, okay? Tom here is your subject, which is a name of a boy. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun he, so he, and you have to add to your verb s or es. Your verb here is read, so it ends in d, which is a consonant. So you will have to add s only, so it will be Tom reads one book a week. Number 7, my rabbit always always eats, writes, or eat very fast. My rabbit is your subject. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun it. So it always eats or eat. Of course, you will use eats. You will add to your verb only s because it ends in a consonant. So it will be eats very fast. Number 8, these girls can run, dance very well. They are dancers, so you will choose dance because after can the verb must be an infinitive. Number 9, Martha drink or makes 4 glasses of water a day. Martha here is a name of a girl. It's your subject. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun she. So you will have to add s or es to your verb according to the end of your verb. Your verb here is drink, so it ends in k, which is a consonant. So you will have to add s only. So it will be Martha drinks 4 glasses of water a day. Number 10, Tom and his friends sometimes play, run, jump, football. Your subject here is Tom and his friends. Tom and his friends is plural. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun they. Sometimes play, of course, football. Okay? You will add nothing to your verb. Number 11, Ellie, which is a name of a girl, writes one letter a week to her granny. Okay? So you will choose between write or writes, of course, because of one letter. Your subject here is Ellie. Ellie is a name of a girl. If you cross it, you will add she. So you have to add to your verb s or es, and your verb here ends in e. So you will have to add s only to it. So it will be writes. and writes 1 letter a week for her granny. Number 12, Peter listens, likes or like to listen to music. Okay, Peter here is a name of a boy. If you cross it, you will add the pronoun he. So you have to add s to your verb or es. Your verb here is like. It ends in e. So you will have to add s only. So Peter likes to listen to music. Number 13, Paul and his friends learns or write English every day. Okay, Paul and his friend, if you cross it, you will add they because they are two persons. Okay, plural. So you will add nothing to your verb, so it will be learn. Paul and his friend learn English every day. Number 14, Jessica reads her new bike twice a week. Okay, her new bike twice a week. Of course, you will choose rides, and here you add s to your verb because of Jessica. It's your subject, the name of a girl. If you cross it, you will add she. So she rides or Jessica rides her new bike twice a week. Number 15, Michael haven't or has got a blue parrot. Michael here is a name of a boy. If you cross it, you will add he, and here you have verb to have. Verb to have you will use have or has. Okay, with he, she, it, you will use has, and with I, you, we, and they, you have to use have. Okay, so Michael here is the name of a boy. If you cross it, you will add he, so you will use has. He has got a blue parrot. Number 16, Harry play the violin once a week. Okay, Harry here is the name of a boy. It's your subject. If you cross it, you will add he, so you have to add s or es to your verb according to the end. Your verb here is play, and is y, and before the y you have a vowel, so you have to add s only. So Harry plays the violin once a week. Okay.